How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and today we're going to be taking a look at some new Pokemon rumors for Scarlet and Violet, as well as breakdowns and theories. The first one is going to be from none else than our boy, well, in this case, it's our boy Centro. Yes, so Centro gave us information. So apparently, Pokidoko, which was this kind of like Japanese Pokemon like variety show. Usually these things are never guaranteed. Back in the day, they used to actually feature stuff like they actually were the show, this Pokemon show that actually revealed Dusk Lycanroc, I think, for Ultra Sun and Moon. But that's the thing, they often just fool us, so you can never really trust them with this kind of stuff. And last night, the night into Sunday, they actually, or I guess this morning, technically speaking, Japanese time, they already did their show, and it turns out that the latest information they had was literally just the latest information that we already knew, which, yeah, you should never trust Pokidoko, but hey, at least then it spared me from doing the stream. I thought that was going to be tonight, but instead we're going to do a fun stream tonight talking about news and other stuff instead. But nonetheless, that's the info. Next is a bigger thing, which is from Soul Silver Art, who is what I've coined a leak analyst, a person who takes a look at leaks, rumors, riddles and stuff. And he has something about this one we talked about yesterday, which was this posted image of what somebody claims to be a leaked, version of Fuecoco's final stage evolution, which I personally thought was more like a middle stage evolution looking design, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, here's what it says. And he got a bit of a crazy story or theory here together. So I can't believe we found more possible design inspiration for Fuecoco with this new leak. Fake or not, based on the Kokoyona, it's truly wild how many directions they could go in. However, most of them have big ghost connection. So what he's talking about? Well, basically, there is this creature, which is a Spanish-Iberian mythical creature, lots of boogeymen and other weirdos edition. Basically, this thing is a Calzadilla lizard, a crocodile-like beast that went around slaughtering entire flocks of sheep until a shepherd killed it by shooting its open throat with a magical shotgun. That just sounds insane. Its spirit cursed the shotgun to break on the spot, so they would never slay anything again, which is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. And it just gives me like Fuecoco versus Wooloo vibes, for real. Just really weird. But yeah, the Kokoyona is a river monster of Georgian mythology. According to a legend, she was once a nun who, due to her lack of faith, was punished and imprisoned in the dungeon of the city's monastery and could only leave to go to the river that runs through the city, the Onyar. After many years, due to her undernourishment and isolation, she grew scales until she fully metamorphed into a crocodile-like creature. In spite of this punishment, she was still somewhat saintly, which manifested as a pair of butterfly wings, which does fit perfectly into Fuecoco's design right here. That just fits way too perfect, man. Sometime after her death, her ghost began to haunt the Oinar River, usually near the old bridges where she was sometimes spotted by fishermen. Nowadays, her translucent form can only be spotted under the light of the full moon, and only by those who are particularly attuned to such things. Now, this actually fits well, because if you think about it, it could be that Fuecoco does evolve into a, fire fairy type, and then technically, it could have something to do with the new gimmick that it gains the ghost typing temporarily or something like that. I don't see why that wouldn't be a possibility. It actually is a cool concept. Now, there is some stuff about this design, though, that does not fit too well, but I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions. And here we have something else. Fuecoco's evil prediction, which is that it's going to, of course, have the ghost pepper thing, and that crocodiles or whatever, or, these things are usually called bull if they're male and cow if they're female. And then, of course, the prediction is that it's going to be something along these lines, But, yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that one. And, of course, there is this as well, which is might not be exactly this, but I think a general theme of the starter design concepts, San Jorge and the dragon is a big deal in Spain, and popular myth turned fairy tale, and the children's fables and movies were based off of. Could there be a fairy tale theme in the Scarlet and Violet games too? Well, we don't really know, but based on what we're seeing, it always is possible, right? So I want to know your thoughts on this one, lads, because there is, of course, more stuff to talk about. For example, like this, there's some more Easter eggs, possibly, that could be found for, Scarlet and Violet, which is ready for some deep cut Easter eggs. I'm convinced now that Game Freak knows full well that fans are going to data mine their games, and so they leave these kind of secrets to find. A huge thank you to El Chico Eevee. Shout out to El Chico, by the way, which is a data miner who goes, very deep into data mines for Pokemon, Pokemon Unites and just the mainline games and everything. But here's something interesting. It's a data mine from some of the games, and it shows literally come on, freaking what do you call it, grapes and oranges again. Just really weird. Same thing here, you got that color vibe going on between them. Then again, you got to remember that Unite does share the same color theme as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is the orange and purple, which is quite interesting to say the least. But yeah, what do you guys think about these little Easter eggs that they just leave in there? Like, I think it's cool and interesting that they do it. And you can even see it here with the, again, the oranges and the grapes, very, very prominent. And he says, more rainbows, but also keep an eye out for things that could be revealed in the future. The craziest is that this last one seems to be a hint to PLA. Looks exactly like the set in the Jubilee Village photo studio, and of course, you know, grapes and oranges. So this one, again, really strange one as well. These are all from data mines and stuff like that. And here you can see a similar thing going on, something weird going on with our boy over there. I guess this is like Team Yell kind of ruining the picture of, you know, Chairman Rose, which is really interesting. But yeah, kind of, again, weird little data mine hint thingy, stuff like that. And here we have like old school looking images of like a little weird, like old white men with a Pikachu. That just sounds weird if you even, I don't know, why am I even saying it like that? That just sounds odd. But yeah, an Eevee there as well, which is kind of a strange one. But you may have missed this all in all of the Fuecoco leak hype. But this Sword and Shield data mine has some fun Scarlet and Violet Easter eggs in it. So yeah, shout out to Soul Silver and of course El Chico Eevee for just finding these data mines that were like really deep inside of these games. I've got to be honest, some really, really, really insane data mine leaks here, which are actually genuine. Like, this is actual genuine info this time around, which is from the games directly, hinting right at Scarlet and Violet. But that makes me wonder what could be potentially more there, because you see that image on the left there, that is of I think Hammerlock right here, like on my left. I think that's Hammerlock. Makes me wonder what the Eevee picture of that guy is right there. Is it a character we've seen in the games? I don't really remember anybody with an Eevee. Maybe off the top of my head I can't think of anyone. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Also, there's a giant dragon looking thing over here, which makes me wonder, is that Eternatus? You know, is that Eternatus, or is that like some other thing that we don't know of, or is it Rayquaza? I don't know. But nonetheless, that's that one. Next up, we actually have more about that Fuecoco rumor leak image, which is this. Basically, the person who posted on 2chan, we have translation now from Poke Sirena. Shout out to Poke Sirena, by the way, for doing this. Awesome work. On the Fuecoco Final Evo leak, I have the feeling that they faked the screenshot as well as the art. 1, I searched Fuecoco on 2chan and didn't find this thread. 2, evolved form should be, well, this word and not this word. The second sentence of the Fuecoco leak sounds off to me. So something about that one, this seemed off. And Poke Sirena does speak Japanese, so you know, I do trust that, you know, judgment. Also, Poke Sutami came out as well, which is also another amazing, like, translator. Came out and said, quick question for everyone. I want your opinion. On stuff like this, do you all think I should add a small translated by watermark? I didn't think for a second about hesitant of leaving it off. For things like this, I'm not so much about credit, but of course, don't worry, Poke Sutami, you're getting the credit you deserve here, because the translation that she got together, which you can see right here, as following on the image, is this top part says it can fly a short distance, and then flap, flap. In battle, the wings change and become larger. Breath, let's see, breathes scarlet-hued flames, and that is a normal state on the top there. Those are the translation for all the Japanese there. But interestingly enough, as well as mentioned here by Alf, he actually said, we never see the numbers like that in the concept art, only in those that have been translated for the official guides. So if you look at the concept art here, the Japanese official concept art doesn't have the numbers listed. Only the translated official guide versions does have that, which is interesting, because that would mean that this most likely is on the end of the spectrum, which would make it fake. Also, this definitely could be really sus and bait because of that bottle right there, having like, it's like a Japanese drink, which honestly, after now living in Belgium for about a year with my fiance, I've learned that there are a lot of Japanese stores around this country, and you can just, you know, get like that stuff in Europe, probably in America too. There are like a lot of Japanese type stores, or stores that sell Japanese, you know, candy, drinks, etc. And I found a lot of that stuff here. It's easy to fake that, okay? You know, it's like not that difficult. But also could be an actual Japanese person. This could literally have been written by a Japanese person, but just because they're Japanese doesn't mean that they work at Nintendo. It could just be literally a 2chan troll. 2chan is weird, okay? I think 2chan is weirder than 4chan, and that's saying a lot, okay? So would it really be surprising if a Japanese Pokemon fan just decided to mess with, you know, all of us, especially us in the West? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me that much. So that's pretty much that for this one, ladies and gents. And that's going to be it for this video. I want to know your thoughts and opinions. Do you still think that that one is real? What do you think about the data mines? Do you think that there is a lot of hints there? And I mean, if there are hints, which they usually are, they do leave them behind. It's just weird that they weren't in like very much the public eye. They were all in the data mine hidden files. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Of course, as per usual, thank you for watching. My name is Ruffle Rowlett. If you want to check out any of these posts, I'll be making a Momo board post. You guys can go check it all out, have a look at it and all that. So that's going to be it, ladies and gents. Thank you for watching. My name is Ruffle Ruffle Rowlet. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, and bye-bye, and thank you for all the love and support recently. We're getting closer to 200k. Slowly, but surely, we're getting there. So, yeah, that's that. Peace.